Tomatoes occupy this interesting space in nutrition where they're both incredibly common and remarkably beneficial. We're talking about a fruit that's rich in lycopene, a carotenoid with powerful antioxidant effects. The research on lycopene is particularly strong for prostate cancer protection, cardiovascular disease reduction, and even skin protection from UV damage. But here's where tomatoes get really interesting. Cooking them actually increases the bioavailability of lycopene. This is unusual. Most vegetables lose some nutritional value when cooked, but tomatoes become more beneficial. This means that tomato sauce is actually a nutritional superstar. When you make a simple tomato sauce with olive oil, garlic, and herbs, you're creating something that's greater than the sum of its parts. The fat from the olive oil enhances the absorption of lycopene. The garlic adds its own beneficial compounds. The herbs provide antioxidants. This is Mediterranean cooking at its finest, simple ingredients that work synergistically. The recommendation is to consume tomatoes daily in various forms. Fresh in salads, cooked in sauces, roasted as a side dish, sun-dried for concentrated nutrition, or as a base for soups. And here's something practical. During winter, when fresh tomatoes are bland and expensive, canned tomatoes are often more nutritious than out-of-season fresh ones. They're picked at peak ripeness and canned immediately. Just choose BPA-free cans or glass jars. Now let's talk about tomato paste. It's highly concentrated lycopene. A tablespoon of tomato paste has more lycopene than a whole fresh tomato. Keep it in your refrigerator and add it to soups, stews, and sauces for an easy nutritional boost. But I need to issue some cautions here. First, if you have acid reflux or GERD, tomatoes might trigger symptoms. The acidity can be problematic for some people. Second, nightshade sensitivity is a real thing for some individuals, though it's probably less common than the internet would have you believe. Third, conventionally grown tomatoes can have significant pesticide residues. If you can afford organic tomatoes, it's worth considering, especially for things you eat raw. Here's something most people don't know. The deepest red tomatoes have the highest lycopene content. Those pale pink grocery store tomatoes picked green and ripened with ethylene gas? They're not going to give you the same benefits. Look for deep red, vine-ripened tomatoes when possible. Heirloom varieties often have better flavor and nutrition than standard varieties. The combination of tomatoes and olive oil appears repeatedly in Mediterranean cuisine, and this isn't accidental. Our ancestors figured out through trial and error what science has now confirmed: these foods work better together. The fat-soluble lycopene needs fat to be absorbed properly. One more thing, tomato products can be high in sodium. Canned tomatoes, tomato sauce, and tomato paste often have added salt. If you're watching sodium intake, choose no salt added versions and control the seasoning yourself.